the Zev OZ9 CX, XC, whatever it's called. Let's talk about it. What's going on, guys? I hope all y'all are doing great. You guys have already seen an overview video of the OZ9C, the compact model. This does look a little bit different. I have now the X frame model, so basically this is like the Glock 19X size. Basically a 17 frame, 19 slide, so on. Slide is still the same, the ported slide, 19 slide. Can't really say a 19, I keep comparing this thing to a Glock 19, it's not. So, yeah, this is now the XC, CX. I've seen so many people put XC, CX, whatever it is, put it down in the comments. I'm sure the title's probably going to be wrong of what I put. Anyways, let's go over this OZ9. So this is a gun I wanted when it first came out. I absolutely love the look, but then when I saw it in person, I started kind of changing my mind. And I saw the hype on the OZ9s. There's so much hype on the OZ9s, in my opinion, that I see over Instagram and YouTube. And I'm like, I'm one of those people that if everybody starts getting something, I don't want to. But sometime early this year, late last year, I can't remember when I got anything anymore. My schedule's been ridiculous. But I saw one of the OZ9C, which you guys saw on the overview. And I did like it was already ported, and I like the gold on it, everything else. I was like, okay, well, talked to my fiance, and she was with me at the time. She's usually really cool about me buying guns and stuff that I want. And I was talking to her about it, and she's like, well, what are you going to do with your MR920, my Shadow Systems, the Elite version? I was like, I'm not going to get rid of it. She said, well, could I use that one? Say for my concealed carry. She already has a 43X, but she wanted something a little bit bigger for, say, colder. Might keep it in her purse, whatever, her bag, whatever the case is. Like, oh, yes, I know you get a start by saying, Nick, it's still your gun. You can get it whenever you want and everything else. Yes, but we don't live together right now, so technically it's like, just, here you go. I'll see it whenever I see you. So I was like, how about this? How about I just buy you one? So that works. So I got her a MR920 Elite. And I still got this, and then I went broke like I usually get. So let's talk about gripes, likes, whatever the case may be. The only complaint I have right now with this gun, when I first got it, the C version, they had that Zev magwell. I don't have big hands. That's the issue I was running into. I don't have big hands. Yes, we are unloaded. But the only thing I was having an issue with whenever I got the C version And I do switch this up here and there if I want to carry. I don't carry this thing a lot. I still carry the Shatter 43X or the 365. The C version had that massive ZEV magwell. Yes, I'm not going to take it off. I just noticed I was really cramped up with my my grip. I was just really cramped up, so I'm going to take that off and put it on here. I think it'll look better too, having that black, gray, black. And then the only other complaint of the functionality of the gun, I have right now about, so I'm counting at 1,000. I think I saw it right near 1,000, so I could do my actual review. Maybe about 1,100 rounds tops right now. During, I guess it was a break-in period. Some people say these guns, you got to break them in after like 350 rounds, you're good to go. Well, around that 300 mark, hearing everybody's comments, around that 300 mark, I had 2 jams with this. It just, after that, I've not had an issue. That was right when I got this gun. So I've not had any other issues right now with this. So that's really the only 2 complaints was the magwell, which I'm just bitching about. So I can put it on this or take it off. And then I had those 2 jams at 300-ish rounds. And I had an issue since 700-800 rounds later. So, do I like it? Oh yeah. Only thing, talking about complaints, I like the gray, the black, and the gold, but I still think I like the look better of the actual OZ9C, how it came. I love the look with the magwell on the OZ9C. I just did not like the actual formality of it and my use. It was just, I noticed my hand was always getting caught up, but I tried to grip it to holster reholster, but that's on that. It's a great gun. It still looks good, but the more I look at this guy, I see so many people on the internet now have these, and that's why I went with gray. I was going to do black, and I was like, let's be different. It ain't a bad thing to be different, so I went with gray, and then I'll pop this. Alright, so let's go over this trigger pull. I'm pretty sure I already covered this in the overview. We're going to do it again as it has broken in a little bit. So I can get in frame here. Okay. There's the wall. Creep, a little bit of break. Reset. A little bit creeping, creeping, creeping. You're going to get that nice, that little click you notice there. Back, squeeze a little bit, and then right when you get where you can't really squeeze, break. It's a great trigger, but to me the trigger is a little bit heavy. But it's still really crisp. So, as a combat gun, you also don't want to have that. So, competition shooters use those really lightweight triggers. Say if I want to carry this for off-duty work, that's the only thing. It's good being a law enforcement. You don't want a light trigger in law enforcement because that can be, I mean, no bueno. That's just if you have a target and he's putting a gun down or whatever, but you can't tell he's doing it now. There's been some cases that a lot of cops, they have that, they're doing that squeeze, they're braking, and finally that last second, that subject will drop that gun. So with that really lightweight trigger, if I'm out here extending and I'm slowly pressing, if something happens or I jerk or whatever, I look away, I might just boom. And it's, so for a combat gun, concealed carry gun, this is great. Very good trigger, just a little heavy. Like I said, triggers need to be a little bit heavy if you're using a combat. I know a lot of guys probably are already disliking the video commenting. You don't want a super lightweight trigger for combat. A lot of you military guys and law enforcement guys out here know what I'm talking about. If you're having a threat at you and you're breaking that wall, and any kind of little jerk, or if you see them just move, because I mean, guys, it's not like being law enforcement today is not anything like it used to be. If I see someone reach in their pocket and I tell them to stop, and all of a sudden out see, and I thought was a gun, if I can articulate it, another thing, but if I see someone reach in their pocket, I said, put your hands up, and I'm slowly breaking that trigger wall, and I see a phone with a lightweight trigger, if I get a little bit nervous, a little bit scared, I might accidentally break that wall. So great trigger. And let's go the ported. Love the ported. I thought it was going to be really snappy. When I got this, I've not really noticed any snappiness to it. I know some guys say it can be snappy. Compact version, it's a little bit, but like this, it's really, I feel like I'm shooting my MR920. That's what a lot of you guys have asked, how does this do the MR920? I'm still getting to that because it's so tough, because the MR920 is my baby. I love that guy. That's probably my favorite. Can't say that because I have some other stuff now. The MR920, I carry it a lot, and I've used it so much I broke it in. But this is, they're neck to neck. So y'all want to see kind of comparison on that? That is fine. Now let's go over back to Zev. I saw someone comment, I believe, on the MR920, or was this on the overview review of the MR920? Someone said, I'm just not a fan of Gucci Glocks, and another person said, it's not considered a Gucci Glock. Now let's go over that real quick. And those guys that commented, I know you're probably watching this right now. Let's talk about it. So whenever, like the Shadow System MR920, a lot of guys tell me it's a Gucci Glock. When I first got it, I called it a Gucci Glock. It's not a Glock. Got the Zev OZ9. It didn't really steer to a Gucci Glock to me. I mean, yeah, does it look like a Glock? Yeah, it does. But this is Zev's stuff. Shadow has their stuff. Glock has their stuff, vice versa. But when people see these things, oh, it's just another Gucci Glock. It's not a Glock, even though it looks like one. So I used to call this a Gucci Glock. Sometimes I still say, hey, you can see my Gucci Glock or Zev OZ9. I do that a lot still because, I mean, it's, and a Glock, it is a Glock. It looks like a damn Glock. But it's not a Glock. You get what I mean. Go over the grip texture. I like the grip texture. This is really aggressive to me. I like aggressive grip textures. I used to bitch about it, about rubbing my skin raw or whatever. I like that aggressive too. Like I said, a combat gun, which is why I wanted this. I like that aggressive grip texture. Let's go on. Let me get some frame. This mag release. I actually dig, if you can get this in frame. It's got a little textures on it, if you can see that. I like this mag release. I've noticed with those textures, if it's getting hot outside and I am kind of fiddling around with my mag release, those little textures have made a lot of difference for me when my hands are really sweaty, just to kind of find it easier. Glocks have those little lines and stuff. I just noticed those little textures. My finger get caught in a little hole right there, whatever nail, and I can just easily hit it down. But yeah, I mean, it looks good. All right, so something I said I did not like when I first got this. I'm not showing you guys a red dot. The blacked out irons. I always like blacked out rears, but I absolutely hate blacked out fronts. I don't know why I cannot get this thing in frame right now. I'm looking at my phone and not looking at the camera. But that blacked out front iron sight, I didn't really like that. But you guys' comments, a guy, I think two of y'all reached out and said that is for running an optic so you can see your red dot a lot easier. And I have noticed that now. I put the SRO on here, and that is easy. That is really easy to see that optic. There's nothing getting in the way. Having, say, if you had fiber optic, whatever, just a white dot like the Glock sights are. That's just, I mean, that never really messed me up with any of my guns I have now. But I just have noticed, though, you see nothing but that dot. Now, say if this goes down, I'm still going to be able to line up those iron sights and see what I'm looking at and easily hit my target. But, so, for whoever said that, I appreciate it, because I was like, who does this? I was so confused about it. I was like, then that person said, like, that makes a lot of sense. So, whoever that was, I appreciate you. So guys, I appreciate taking the time out of your day to watch this video. Guys, if you can, like this video, subscribe to my channel if you're not subscribed to me already, and also hit that bell notification down below to be notified when I upload videos. If you want to support the channel just a little bit, but you don't have to, Patreon account will be down below. And also throw my Instagram down there if you want to see some cool stuff, guns, gear, whatever. A lot of me on there. I get back a little bit quicker. I have noticed YouTube comments are getting a little bit more and more, which I love, and I still read all y'all's guys' stuff. The 3-gun video, I like that fun video I did, the SHTF. Seemed like a couple of you guys seem to like that, and y'all told me all y'all stuff that you would use, and I love seeing that in the community, always talking about different stuff, and y'all are replying on different people's comments and everything. That is what our Second Amendment community needs, because there's been so much hate. I still see a lot of comments that people are just this and this and this and this. I wasted this, I wasted that. That is what's hurting our Second Amendment right now. We are not coming together as one with opinions that we can help each other. Instead, we want to bitch, moan, and complain and bash each other. And that's why people are looking at us as gun owners as the bad people right now. So guys, let's come together a little bit more. If you got an opinion, you got to help somebody out. Be polite, be respectful. I'm tired of seeing all the bullies out here and everything else, other people. I've seen it. That's not who we need to be. It's only hurting our community. But guys, thanks again, and always, y'all have a good one.